What's going on, Army? This is your boy Martin, aka Level here, back today with another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another BTS album reaction. Today, we are going to be reacting to The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Part 1. Now, this album was released April 29, 2015, and I believe it was divided into 2 different versions. It does contain 9 tracks on the album, and this was, from my understanding, a big transition for the boys, where they kind of transitioned a little bit from that youthful school kind of like trilogy that we've been listening to now wanting to venture out and or explore more about the world, growing up, maturing more, and wanting to know more about everything else there is in life. I believe, I'm not exactly sure, but again, feel free to correct me and or go into further detail in the comment sections down below. I do greatly appreciate it. We just finished Bon Voyage season 4, so now it's time to play catch up, right? We're gotta get on the ball. So let's not waste some more time. Let's get right into it with the first track on the album, which is the intro, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life. Okay.
오늘따라 내미 말아보여 고토 위에 한숨이 고여 현실이 두려운 소녀 공을 던질 때면 유일하게 맘이 되는 너야 홀로 던지는 건 림을 향해서 내가 던지는 건 수많은 고민과 삶의 걱정거리 세상을 아는 척하지만 아직 설레고 뭐 거쳐가는 놀이터 섬짓에 따라서 발렵한 작은 공이처 성격은 바닥을 기지만 난다 오히려 세상에 다 잘 될 거라며 괜시리 소리쳐 하지만 세상은 되레 겁죠 그럴 거면 멈춰 머리를 채운 상념 공대신 미래를 던져 또 남들이 칠하는 별점과 성공의 기준은 결격 덕에 암처럼 퍼지는 걱정 God damn it 던져버린 공과 함께 퍼진 웃음 끝까지 차오른 네 숨은 꿈틀대는 꿈들 빨라지는 초보 행복해지는 마이 순간은 영원할 듯하지만 해지는 밤이 다시 찾아오면 또 먹는 현실 정신을 차리면 또 겁먹은 병신 같은 내 모습에 자꾸만 또 겁이 나 덮도는 현실과 남들은 앞서 달려가는데 왜 난 아직 여기 나 숨을 쉬어 아니면 꿈을 꿔 지금 심장박동에 맞춰 다시 너를 줘 남들의 얄팍한 자들의
Bro, do y'all hear the pain in his voice? I hate to stop it, and I'm sorry, because I have a lot to say already, but do y'all hear that pain? That feeling of being scared? Anxious? Y'all hear that? That feeling in his voice is giving me chills, y'all. Right off the bat.
Whatever doing my life 이 순간은 언제든 다시 찾아오지 않나 다시 나에게 되물어봐 지금 행복한가 그 답은 이미 정해졌어 난 행복하다
I hear the ball bouncing. Okay. Shout out to Yoongi. You look absolutely fantastic. Wow. Wow. Okay. Again, that feeling and raw emotion that you hear is honestly terrifying, makes me a little bit anxious, got my heart racing a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting that right out the gate, but I do want to say this. Growing up, basketball was my getaway. Right? Even though I was, in my head, a good football player. Something about just going to your neighborhood park, man. And at the time, it was me and my friends, Chris and Chance, going to shoot some hoops with the boys, the buddies. We would walk a block down the school that I ended up going to while I was in elementary. Right? I grew up in that neighborhood. And even when I got to middle school and high school, I couldn't wait to get home, man. I couldn't wait to get home because no matter what troubles I was going through for that day, all I got to do is hit up my homie, Chris and Chance, and be like, y'all down to go hoop? We get the basketball. And you know what's funny is the moment we start to play, the moment we start to shoot around, it wasn't just them. Basketball took everything away, right? All the pain, all the stress, seemed to just fade in an instant the moment that ball touched the court. And it seems like that same effect is on Suga as well with basketball. It was one of those things in his life that could alleviate the stress, and or if he didn't have someone to talk to, basketball was there for him. If he needed to express his feelings and or emotions about something, it may be a stress reliever in a sense of his stress might just fade away. While at the same time, it could also be a stress reliever in a sense of he can express that anger, sadness, whatever feeling through basketball as well. And that's dope because I can relate to that. Or at least that's what I feel here. We get the court and the instrumental in the background. You can definitely hear like the shoes squeaking on the floor. You know, you got that basketball. You can hear the ball bouncing. He talks about multiple times about, you know, shooting the ball, being on that court. This hits a little bit more home for me because it's definitely relatable. We get into some of the things that Yoongi brings up here. And the more and more I read these lyrics, the more I'm starting to notice right here, the boy is afraid of reality. We are transitioning from a child to young adulthood. The responsibilities hit very quickly. Almost overnight change, honestly. And because of that, he's terrified. He's scared of the unknown. He is scared and afraid of that transition. And that's perfectly normal. That is a normal thing. That is something I think 99% of us went through, including myself. I was terrified. And I can't even lie, even though I moved out of my mom's house at a later age, that was one of those big boy steps that I was ready to take, but was still terrified of. I was scared. Going from high school to college, where truly everything you do now matters in whether you graduate, you get into the career that you want, right? Those things matter. Responsibility is at an all-time high. It increases the moment you graduate high school. When you start to, or even when you start to notice that change from a young kid into a young, in his case, a young man, and that can be terrifying. That can be scary. Feeling of failure, confusion, the additional just task and challenges and hardships that come with that transition are reasons why he's feeling this way. And that's you know, it's a scary thing, but something that we all definitely go through at one point in our lives, for sure. Maybe sooner or later than for others than it was for yourself. And that's okay as well. But truthfully, this song was amazing. And this was just the first song. That's crazy. This was just the literal first song. Oh boy. And we are in for quite a ride, are we not? Going into the second song, I Need You. Everything. 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 Everything.
너 때문에 나 이렇게 망가져 그만할래 이제 나 안 가져 못하겠어 뭐 같아서 제발 핑계 같은 건 삼가져 네가 나한테 이러면 안 돼요 네가 한 모든 말은 안 돼요 진실을 가리고 날 찢어 날 찢고 난 미쳐 다 싫어 전부 가져가 난 네가 그냥 미워 Everything 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 제발 좀 꺼져 미안해 사랑해 I need you girl 왜 혼자 사랑하고 혼자서만 이별해 I need you girl 왜 다칠 거라면서 자꾸 네가 필요해 I need you girl 넌 나를 깨워 I need you girl 너무 차가워 I need you girl I need you girl
I need you, girl. Absolutely love this song and listen to it quite often. It goes round and round.
It goes round and round. 나 왜 자꾸 돌아오지? 하고 down and down. 이쯤 되면 내가 바보지. 나 무슨 짓을 해봐도 어쩔 수가 없다고. 분명 내 심장, 내 맘, 내 가슴인데 왜 말을 안 하냐고 또 혼자 말았네. 또 혼자 말았네. 또 혼자 말았네. 또 혼자 말았네. 넌 아무 말 안 해 하셔봐 내가 잘할게 하늘은 또 파랗게 하늘은 또 파랗게 하늘이 파래서 햇살이 빛나서 내 눈물이 더 잘 보이나 봐
Woo, go ahead, Jin.
I need you girl 왜 혼자 사랑하고 혼자서만 이별해 I need you girl 왜 다칠 거라면서 자꾸 네가 필요해 I need you girl I need you girl
This chorus is A1, y'all. I need you, girl. I need you, girl.
girl 차라리 헤어지자고 해줘 girl 사랑이 아니었다고 해줘 내겐 그럴 용기가 없어 내게 마지막 선물을 줘 더는 돌아갈 수 없도록 I need you girl 왜 혼자 사랑하고 혼자서만 이별해 I need you girl 왜 다칠 거라면서 자꾸 네가 필요해 I need you girl I need you girl I need you girl
I need you, girl.
I need you girl I need you girl
Love this song. Absolutely freaking love this song, bro. I love the choreography for it, and I can't wait to learn it. It's one of those like I definitely want to, and I cannot wait. I know it's gonna be quite a challenge, but boy, I'm excited, bro, to get into this choreography. Now, we were just talking a minute ago with the homie Yoongi about that transition from a young child into a young adult, right? That transition into, you know, maturing, going from a child to a kid to a young man. And at this age, one of the hardships you definitely might deal with is relationship issues. And this song, I don't know if I've ever gone into a deep dive into it before. I have been shown this song. It was spoiled for me, so I don't think I ever did truly a reaction. I'm gonna be real honest. But I'm glad that we're here, right? Because we are definitely holding on to a love that isn't healthy, right? Or at least holding on to something that maybe just isn't quite there or isn't going to make it. And this is one of definitely the struggles that you deal with, you know, being a kid to seriously dating now. Everything changes, right? Difficulties in a relationship are common, you know, whether you're younger or older. However, they don't go away. Sometimes some people may say they may even get worse at this point in their lives when they are transitioning to being more mature. Either way, there are some hardships that you do face, you know, as you develop as a person and mature more as a human being. Just like you are growing up, the person that you were with is also growing up, and this maybe can sometimes cause y'all to bump heads a little bit. You can't do this to me. All of the things you said are like a mask. It hides the truth and rips me apart. It pierces me. I'm going crazy. I hate this. Take it all away. I hate you, but you're my everything, my everything, my everything. Please go away. And they say this, you know, this is obviously the chorus, you know, even though I hate you, I need you. And this is kind of clinging on to that person, right? The fear and, you know, of letting go, right? Of starting over. Maybe that may be the reason as to why. But I think we've all been in a relationship at some time like this in our lives. And again, that's what makes the song so dope, is it's because it's relatable for a lot of us. I've been in this position. I knew I should have moved on from this person. I didn't like the way that they were treating me, but maybe because they were, you know, my first crush or whatever the case may be, it was hard to let go. And that not only hurts your relationship, that hurts you most importantly. It goes round and round. Why do I keep coming back? I go down and down. At this point, I'm just a fool. Whatever I do, I can't help it. It's definitely my heart, my feelings, but why don't they listen to me? Your heart definitely says one thing and your mind is saying another. Why is it you? Why did it have to be you? Why can't I leave you? And then we go right into I need you, girl. Why am I in love alone? Why am I hurting alone? So again, we're getting that kind of balance with each other, right? We get the love and hate sides of this relationship, right? You know, and again, there are multiple reasons as to why maybe we just never let go. It may not always be easy to leave. And 99% of the times, this is the case. Wanting to hold on to something that, you know, that means so much to you, even if it is toxic, even if it is negative and it's damaging to you, it's precious to you at the same time. It's kind of one of those like situations where nobody's going to understand because they've never been through what you've been through, which isn't true at all either. Everybody's gone through this at least once. And this is human. Again, this is common. Even if you haven't been through it, that's okay. Thank God, stay on that path. Don't go down this road. But if you have been down this path like me, it's part of being human. These are some of the hardships that we just deal with, right? And even though we are transitioning from that school trilogy into now becoming young men, we're still dealing with relationship issues. Those never fully go away and they never will. And again, just the fact that this song is so relatable. These are questions that I've even asked myself. It makes it so cool because I am able to compare and relate to it, right? And so again, BTS never fails to amaze me, right? They always do, and making their music so relatable and so understanding, because most of us have been through it, is something they're really, really, really good at. Now let's move over into the third song, which is called Hold Me Tight. That voice.
술잔을 비우니 그리움이 차는구나. 그냥 따지고 볼 걸 왜 난 따지고 봤을까. 길가에 버려진 쓰레기 봉투까지도 바람에 쓸쓸한 소리를 내. 날 패치에 널 좀 거칠했을 뿐인데 정신차려 보니 이미 한 폭의 그림이 돼. 너와 난 here for 떨어지면 고장 날 걸 너도 알잖아. 어서 날 알아. 오직 너 하나만 보여. 나 오직 너밖에 난 보여. 불공정하지 공평하지 너한테 빼곤다. 이젠 단 하루도 너 없이는 please 잡아줘. 지금 이 순간 따스한 꽃향기 바람도 푸른 한 점 없이 맑은 저기 하늘도 다 모든 게 차갑고 저 맑은 하늘도 다 어두워 너 뱀의 시체인 내가 무슨 숨을 쉬어 아파 나 항상 cry 나 미치고 너 없이 지치고 네 생각 수시로 다 미워 매일이 시시로 나를 링딩동 기회가 있다면 난 달려 시작해 장미 같은 네 품에 들릴 각오로 다시 너 오직 너 하나만 보여 나 오직 너밖에 난 보여 와 공정하지 공평하지 넌 빼곤다 이젠 단 하루도 너 없이는 please 잡아줘 날 안아줘
God, this chorus is insane.
Can you trust me? Can you trust me?
Go ahead, Jin.
Can you trust me? Can you trust me? 제발 끌어내줘. 다가와준 네 표정이 말듯이 모든 걸 대변해. 이별이 밀물처럼 내게 떠밀려 오는 걸 대면해. 꼭 마지막 이런 걸 하지만 넌 놓아줄 순 없는 걸 말하지만 떠나지만 조용히 나를 안아줘.
I was wondering why it sounded like he was far away. Was that purposely done that way? Somebody will have to let me know. It sounds like, I don't really know how to explain it, but whereas we can hear Jimin like obviously like really clearly, it sounded like Yoongi was really far away, like as if there's distance between him and that person. Does somebody else get that sense, or is that just me? Does anybody else? Hold on, I gotta hear that one more time. Hold on. Huh. Interesting. I'm not hating on it. I'm just... It feels like there's a distance. I don't know. Oh my God, Jimin. I do trust you, Jimin. I'll hold you tight, B. Can you trust me? Can you trust me? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, bro. Again, our vocalists, bro, they're just absolutely insane. They add so much to a damn chorus, bro. Let me just say, so much to a song with just their vocals. And then, of course, bro, that rap line coming in is absolutely insane as well. Are we talking about a girl? Because I feel like with listening to the song, it could be anybody and or anything that brings you comfort, right? So earlier we kind of got, you know, Yoongi playing with the basketball, you know, while fighting these feelings of failure, right? And just being scared of, you know, that transition that we were talking about earlier. I don't know if it's necessarily talking about a girl that provides this comfort for them, right? I feel like it's whatever they want it to be, which in my case now would either be family, friends, and or video games. I'm just going to be honest with you. Those are the things that bring comfort into my life. It may well be, but I believe it's whatever person and or thing that brings you that comfort. Hold it tightly, right? Because during these moments, like we just saw a minute ago with that toxic relationship, you may need to rely on those things to get you through the difficult times. It probably is more of a piggyback off of the last song, right? Where something was breaking apart, we now can maybe hopefully bring it back together, build it back up to what it used to be. Come on, girl, don't be doing this to me. It's starting to bring back flashbacks, y'all. Truthfully, I do think it's about the relationship. It's just I'm able to listen to what I'm hearing, and I think it was meant two different ways. Although I do think that this doesn't maybe just involve one singular person, and or it could be something that just brings you that comfort. At the same time, I do see it more as building back up, right? Bringing her back into her life, obviously, is who they're talking about from that second song where she wanted to be toxic. We can build it back together. We can bring and build that love that we used to have. That thing that we were clinging on to in that last song, it's for nothing, baby girl. Bring it back. Come to me. Hold me tight. And let's work on this. Let's do it together. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section down below which one more you think it is. And do you see it my other way, or am I just tripping? Either way, let's get into the fourth song of this amazing album so far, which is actually a skit, not a song. It's called Expectation.
아니 뭐 1등 그런 거 떠나서 일단 앨범 자체는 좋아. 난 앨범 자체 노래 자체
나
좋아.
이제 앨범에서 만족할 수 없다. 1등 해야 된다 이제.
맞아.
야 근데 기대를 갖지 마.
아니야 근데 돼 어떻게?
저 사실 앨범
맞아. 아니 저는 어떤 생각을 해야 될지 모르겠더라고요. 야 그 성수 쌤이 그때도 얘기했잖아요. 막 너희들이 뭐 초심 뭐 저거 얘기했는데 되게 막 엄청 기대를 해야 되는지 안 해야 되는지 되게 어떤 생각을 해야 되는지 모르겠더라고요.
솔직히 나 지금 기대 안 하고 있는데.
솔직히
나는 그냥
기대하지 마라고 해서 기대가 안 되는 게 아니야.
나도 기대를 갖게 돼
아니
그냥.
나중에 아닌데 그 뭐
그렇지.
내가 드는 걱정 그지 아까 했던 얘기가 또 진짜 기대를 했는데 안 될까봐 나는 그게 이제.
근데 되게 웃긴 게 나는 진짜 기대를 안 했던 곡들이 터져가지고 노멀 드림도 별로 기대 안 했어 진짜로.
아니야
넌 기대하지 마라.
너 아니야 너 노모드리면 느낌 왔다 그랬어.
촉이 왔다 이제.
뭐 초기야 뭐 안 올 수가 없죠 뭐. 뭐야 뭐 대충 잘 되겠다 안 되겠다 약간 이런 건 있긴 하는데 그렇게 큰 기대는 갖진 않았어요. 그리고 에노도
애는 되게 기대했구나.
그러니까 첫 번째 때 우리가 이제 그런 이미지를 보여가지고 좀 약간
반응이 있었으니까.
좋은 이미지가 있었으니까
좀
그래서 이제
기대를
기대를 했는데 이제 약간 그렇게 됐고
좀
상남자도 전혀 기대 안 했어.
설상 망해버렸어.
그냥 진짜 대인전 때 진짜 내가 기대를 엄청 많이 했단 말이야.
야 이번 곡 기대하냐 그래서?
저 기대 안 한다 했잖아.
아 좋아.
펠레구나.
좋아.
야
아예 폭삭 망할 거라고 생각해.
그래. 아예
홀수로 나온 앨범들이 잘 된다고 해.
근데 미성년자도 소득공제 돼요?
뭐래?
뭔
소득공제 또왜
갑자기?
왜 나온 거야 그게?
아니 이번에 아우트로
야난 쌉이 썼어.
해가지고
아웃도어를 써가지고 이제 소득이 생겼다.
어린 놈이 벌써 이거
이 19살이 벌써부터 이거
본격적으로 저작권료를 먹겠다고.
이제 부모님에게 용돈 안 받겠어요.
야 이 친구 이거
소득공제를 왜 하려고 하는 건데?
아니 뭐 솔직히 보는 게 있어야 소득공제를 하지. 솔직히 신경 안 쓰는데 못 보는데 무슨 뭐 아빠랑 통화하다가 뭐 소득공제랑 이번 달
이제 아웃으로 쓰니까 소득공제 해야 된대. 아니 아버지가 그러셨어. 아버지 못 보내요.
You know what's funny is they're laughing at him, but truthfully, this is a fear that he has. Again, this is a transition from, and that responsibility that I was talking about as going from a kid to an adult now, where he said, my dad's bringing up, tax deductions now, bro. Like, this is a fear. It's funny and it's weird that he brought it up randomly, but it's scary, right? And right there at the beginning, they're talking and he's the youngest, right? So at this time, don't get it twisted. They're all babies, but he's the baby for a reason. They're talking a lot throughout this whole thing about expectations, having them and not having them, right? And one thing that Suga says, and I love which is this, really, I'm scared that we expect something and get nothing. He just doesn't want to see them heartbroken and or disappointed. He knows the value of he knows what value they have, right? It's just they've especially have noticed it. They've probably seen lots and lots of Korean groups and K-pop groups that did not make it. That's a fear that is chasing them. It is. It's a huge fear. And he knows that they're better than that. He knows that they're worthy of success, right? They're capable of it. He can see it. But just in case, he doesn't want them to have so much expectations and or be let down because maybe those expectations just aren't met, right? And he got someone else like RM, for instance, who is at this time, it does seem like, dreaming really big because he can see the potential, right? And these are two different people here, right? Two different mindsets. And that's another cool thing is we get to be inside this circle as like a fly on the wall while this is taking place to hear everyone's different feelings and or expectations in what is coming up moving forward. Just because Yoongi's and RM's like maybe expectations and or views on expectations are a little bit different at this time does not mean that they both don't see the value and potential of this team. They definitely do. One's just dreaming real big. It can see the vision. The other one's a little bit more cautious and just kind of keeping that barrier up. Remember in the first song, he talks about his, what really sounds like his fear of failure. And that may be why he's a little bit more hesitant, right, to expect so much, because if it doesn't happen, it lets him down a little bit easier, right? This was, I loved the skits and stuff, right? It may seem so simple, right? And it's just them talking, but again, everything that BTS does is for a reason. And I think we just got a little bit more insight into their personalities, right? As they're growing up, personalities change, their mindsets change. And especially in the career that they're in, being the greatest of all time, it's nice to see what it took to get to that point, and or where was their mindsets while on that journey, right? I think it's really cool, and I absolutely love it. I love the skits. Now let's get into the 5th track on the album, which is called Dope. Oh, okay. I've never officially listened to the song, but I definitely know what it is. I mean, you've heard, if you've watched even like a few of BTS content, you've heard the song before. I mean, you definitely have. They use this quite often, so I'm excited. And I even think this is the intro for a few of the Run BTS episodes, right? I could be wrong, but I believe I'm right. But I've never fully listened to it, so I'm definitely excited. Bro, I can already tell. I don't think I've ever reacted to it. I don't think so. But I can tell you, not that I can remember. I don't know. That little part, that little instrumental and sequence right there, the choreography is about to go nuts on that little part right there. It's about to go crazy. This is definitely one of those songs. Okay. Ooh. Yo, that beat switch. That's nasty. Okay, sorry.
그럼 난 6포가 좋으니까 6포 세대 언론과 어른들은 의지가 없다면 우리 쌍초식처럼 배려해 해보기도 전에 죽여 enemy 벌써부터 고개 숙여 받아 energy 포기 you know you're not only no one is 벽은 나보다 예뻐 Can I get a little bit of hope? something talk to the get walk go
They had Hope sing right there. Whack job. Okay. Yo, that beat is actually nasty, bro. Yo, that beat is crazy. Lots of things going on here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna definitely have to go through these lyrics real quick and then come back to you guys with some insight, because I have no idea. It was all over the place. I will say they had to say the word sick like at least 20 times. I need to go back and do my research. Hold on just a second. Let me go through these lyrics one more time. I worked all night every day while you were playing in the club. Don't be surprised and listen every day. I gotta feel I'm kind of sick. We're sick with work for half our days. We live sickly in our studios. Our use may rot away. Girls scream louder, let it ring. I worked all night every day while you were playing in the club. So I'm assuming this is, again, one of those songs that's just coming at the haters. People who are hating on them, judging them, criticizing them. This is that testament of, you know, and they say all the time, like I said, throughout like the whole beginning, I'm sick this, I'm sick that, I'm sick. There's lots of confidence with these boys. And very much well so, right? I mean, it's not for just random reason. It's validated trust. But because of that, they know their value. They know how deadly they can be. The talent that they have and what they bring to the table, that regardless of what the critics say, and Yoongi makes a really good point here, we're running to success. I can see where the end goal is going to be, regardless of how all of you feel towards me, or regardless what he says about us, what she says about us. You don't like us, you hate us, you love us, who cares? We're headed to the top and ain't nobody gonna stop us. Yeah, this is people who are just flat out judging them. Rejection. I was always too much. Yeah, I'm too good for rejection, bro. I'm too good. You could never bring me down, not even if you tried. The media and adults say we don't have willpower, condemning us like stocks. Why are they killing us before we can even try? Ugh. Don't ever give up. You know you're not lonely. Our dawn is prettier than the day. So I can get a little bit of hope. Hope says, yeah, which is actually a really good part. A really good piece to put in there is having Hope say that. J-Hope say that. Wake your sleeping youth. Go. Yeah. Screw what all the haters say. Don't let anybody tell you can't do it, especially before you even had the ability to try. Do not let the criticism of others bring you down. And I've gotten a lot of it. As much hate as much love as I've gotten my share of hate as well. Probably just as much as any other YouTuber out there. And let me tell you that not only is it BTS, you guys especially, my family and friends that keep me going, it's the fact of, even if you guys weren't giving me such positive and beautiful things that you're saying, I still believe in myself, right? I see the potential. I see where this could go, and that's what I'm striving for, right? That's what I'm aiming for. And same way they feel here, ain't nobody gonna stop me. Nobody. I believe in myself, 100%. And a lot of that confidence comes from you guys as well. A majority of it does. I'm not even going to lie to you. The other half probably comes from BTS. And the same rule applies to all of you as well. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do it when you know you can. You know, have faith, believe in yourself. Screw what all the haters say. That's what this song's about. Do you? 6 song into this album, Boys with Fun. Interesting. I haven't heard this song all the way, but I've heard this part right here. Bro, did y'all hear the yeah in the background? Who's doing that? Is that JK? Hold on. That's an interesting voice from JK.
Turn it on, man.
상관없어 눈치 따윈 빨리 저게 나죠 흥이 난다 흥이 나 여기부터라니 어깨춤을 보인다
Let's ride go with me 저위 정상들이 보이지 일상의 상을 하나 더해 난 이상해지지 정상의 상태로 정상에 못 가요 baby
흥 시동은 됐고 흥 속도는 쾌속 다 바라봐라 오늘은 미칠 거야 말리지 마라 가라 싫은 놈들 집으로 떠나라 나라 음악이 흐르는 순간 난 미쳐버릴 것 같아 내 몸에 흔들릴 거야 너 지금 바로 이 순간 내게 묻지 마나 원래부터 이랬으니까 나도 날 몰라 처음부터 끝까지 난 나니까 Sing it
Whoa, whoa,
time now
whoa, whoa, whoa,
What's up? 잔소리한다 Oh yeah
What's up 단소리한다
Turn it on man What's up?
단소리한다 Ah yeah 나도 잘 몰라 신형적인 나의 몸짓 내 젠더한
I love JK doing that little part right there, bro. Because his voice, man, I don't know. Like, you could definitely tell it's getting, like, his voice is developing, right? And definitely, he's not hitting that same little, I don't know. You could just tell his voice is aging a little bit from where he was in the beginning as a baby till now where he's growing up. Like, I don't know. I love it, though. I don't really know how to explain it, but I love it. That's it.
나도 잘 몰라 신형적인 나의 몸짓 내 젠더한 나의 동기 내 맘대로
Oh my God, that aggression.
건들지 좀 마라 맏형이지만 나를 갖고 놀지 마라 어때 좋게 내 이름은 위 있어 내 옆에지 야야야 스탑 아이 죄송합니다 자 골라 호식이 골라 희망이 형 때문에 시간 가는 줄을 몰라 앞으로 시도보가 시기상가죠 오늘은 내가 술래 미니마니
헛소리 하지 마라 아키 발로 뒷담화 생각도 안 하는 치 발로 너를 이 발로 무릎이 말려 중국어로 치 발로
음악이 흐르는 순간
Oh my God, Jimin's voice, bro.
미쳐버릴 것 같아 내 몸에 흔들릴 거야 너 지금 바로 이 순간 내게 묻지 마나 원래부터 이랬으니까 나도 날 몰라 처음부터 끝까지 난 나니까 Sing it
Whoa, whoa,
Time now
whoa, whoa,
사람 모여라 다 여기 모여라 흠탄 사람 더 있나 더 뒤로 붙어라 흠탄 사람 모여라 다 여기 모여라 흠탄 사람 더 있나 더 뒤로 붙어라 내게 묻지 마나 원래부터 이랬으니까 나도 날 몰라 처음부터 끝까지 난 나니까 Sing it One more time now
What's up? 잔소리한다 Oh yeah
What's up 단소리한다
Turn it on man What's up?
단소리한다 나도 잘 몰라
I love that voice, bro, at the end. Yo, this was fun. I didn't even realize that was 4 minutes. That's how much fun I was having, bro. Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't know really what to expect. I don't think I've ever heard that song fully through. Now, there was a performance that I think I did watch where they're like all huddled, I think like with their arms over their, they're wearing all black. And I think they're like doing this motion with their hips on stage together. And I think this is the song that was playing, but of course I had never heard it. But I think this is that song that was playing while they were doing it. If anybody knows, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you know what I'm talking about, you probably don't know, but it's okay. Yeah, this was fun. You know, and nothing much, honestly, to say about this one. You know, the lyrics and stuff are all fine. They're dandy, but man, the way this song gets me moving and grooving, man, that energy that it brings me, really brought the life out of me, if we're being completely honest. This is a fun track. This is a really fun track. And I could definitely tell you that they had a lot of fun, a lot of fun having and making this song, as well as the choreography for it. If there is one, if I believe, I think there is. Again, I remember the stage performance. Like I said, they're all huddled with their arms over their shoulders, and they're doing like this motion with their hips. But other than that, I mean, I definitely, you know, don't want to go into too much detail, but it definitely is a song about expressing your unique self. You could definitely tell, you know, having that confidence, again, that faith in yourself, believing in who you are and what you can be, and not letting anybody else bring you down, bro. Like, you are a beautiful, unique, one-of-a-kind person, and express it, man. Like, be who you are and don't be afraid to express your true self. And again, that's what I kind of just got from this song. I love this track. This is really fun. This is a really fun song. We are going to go to the 7th song on the album, which is Converse High, or Converse High? Converse High? They're spelled the same. Somebody let me know.
Yeah.
That beat. That beat's hot. Converse High. Converse High. Converse High.
Converse High.
너의 Converse High에 꽂혀 나봐 별수 없나 봐 나는 너의 Converse High에 꽂혀 나봐 너무 좋아 다 자꾸
내게 하루만 시간이 있다면 나 Converse High 만들 사람을 만날 거야. 그리고 말하겠지 다시 이 세상을 구해서 넌 저 여자들이 다시 태어나게 한 거야. F.E. Shadow, F.E. Alex and the McQueen, F.E. Rap Simmons 일단 이리 와서 체크해.
Okay.
두 켤레를 살아 내가 원하는 걸 알지. 흰티에 청반바지 빨간 Converse High. That's it.
Oh, Converse.
바주 너저 파남보 네 발에 무지개는 샤라이 람보 날 저격해 탕탕 샤라우 와우 와우 네 몸매와 함께만 더 핫핫 컨텍스트 그 사이클 컨서베이 No things that Converse like a vroom vroom 저 하늘별보다 오늘은 네 신발의 별을 볼래 다 남준이 몰래 지면 그냥 스며들면 살아 이라고 누가 말했었는데
Come on, V.
넌 아예 내게 물들어버렸나 네가 좋아 그래도 Converse로는 신지 마 너의 Converse High에 꽂혀 나봐 별수 없나 봐 나는 너의 Converse High에 꽂혀 나봐 너무 좋아 다 자꾸 너의 Converse I really really want you Converse I really really love you Converse I really really yeah Converse Converse I really hate Converse 화려한 네 겉모습에는 말이야 검정 스타킹에 아찔한 하이힐 그래 그것은 착해 근데도 어울리는 것은 여자 Numbers
I agree.
모르겠니 Converse 네 매력을 주기는 너겠지
Jordans are better.
만날 때는 Converse를 신지 마 무엇보다 벗기가 무척이나 힘들잖아
Too hard to take them off of you.
이라고 누가 말했었는데 넌 아예 내게 물들어버렸나 네가 좋아 그래도 Converse로는 신지 마 너의 Converse High에 꽂혀 나봐 별수 없나 봐 나는 너의 Converse High에 꽂혀 나봐 너무 좋아 다 자꾸 너의 Converse I really really Converse I really really Converse I really really Converse I Converse I 너의 Converse I really really Converse I really really Converse I really really
Converse High.
Wow. You like her with her Converse on. I feel that. I really do. And then the homie Sugar made a good point. Yeah, Jordans look better. You know, I just gotta say that, ladies. I'm a Jordans kind of guy. Converse are okay. I've been more of a Vans dude, but I never knew that I would enjoy a song about a girl wearing Converse. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. And RM definitely brings this up. I will go see the person who created Converse High, and I'll tell that person, you saved the world. You made that girl born again. F your Chanel, F your Alexander McQueen, F your Raf Simmons. Just come here and check it. You can buy 2 pairs with just $100. You know what I want. White t-shirt, jeans, and red Converse Highs. Lord have mercy. That was an epic combination for the ladies back in the day. I'm not gonna lie. This combination right here is unbeatable, right? It's never lost, right? Beautiful combination, and I absolutely 100% agree with the homie RM. Now, J-Hope goes into a little bit here where he says, all right, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, indigo, the rainbow on your feet is shot like Rambo. It aims at me. Bang, bang. Together with your body makes me go. I don't know how to say that word, but you guys say it. I'm not going to say it. Rather than the stars in the sky, I want to see the stars on your shoes. That's a bar right there. How did we miss that one? I was dancing around too much. Without Namjoon knowing? They all falling in love with the same girl here? Interesting. Interesting. I'll give you guys a little secret. They weren't talking about a girl. They were talking about me. Okay? I don't know if I can share that information, but you know now. And nobody's probably going to believe you if you told them, but it's the honest truth. They were talking about me, right? I used to be a Converse kind of guy before I went full on Vans and Jordans back in the day. Okay. You know the secret now. You know who they were talking about. It was me, right? They just had to use the word girl in there because they didn't want to give up the fact that they were talking about Martin, right? The 8th member of the group. And yeah, I mean, now you know. So congratulations, Level Up family. You know something that a lot of armies don't know. And that's the true meaning of the song and who it was about. And then Yugi comes in here and says, I really hate Converse. When you look all flashy with your black stockings and your high heels, that's just a lie. But you look better with Jordan numbers. When you meet me, don't wear Converse. It's too hard to take them off of you. That's why you don't like them. Damn. Yo, that was hot. I ain't even gonna lie. Again, this whole song was about me. So when Yugi said that line just then, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just teasing. Absolutely love this song, man. This song was really, really fun to listen to. Number 8. I can't believe we're coming up on the end of the album already. Number 8 track on the album is called Moving On. Oh my God. They were in the studio with these beats, cooking some. They were cooking it up with this. Oh my Lord. This beat is hot. Yo, our rap line's about to go crazy on this beat.
Ayo, sugar. 3년 전 여기 처음 왔던 때 기억해. 왠지 형이랑 나랑 마치고 받고 했던 때. 벽지도 화장실도 베란다도 다 파란 집. 그때 난 여기가 막 되게 넓은 집인 줄 알았지. But 내 연망이 너무 커졌어. 그리 넓어 보이던 새 집도 이제는 너무 좁아졌어. 17평 아버지 습생 코찍질이 시절. 엊그제 같은데 그래 우리도 꽤 많이 컸어. 좋은 거 언제나 다 남들의 몫이었고 불투명한 미래 걱정에 항상 몫이었고 여맛이 상식 선배 가사를 보며 몸에 엮고 했던 고지란 기억 잊지 말고 딱 넣어두자고 우리의 냄새가 나 여기선 이 향기 잊지 말자 우리가 어디건 울기도 웃기도 많이 했지만 모두 꽤나 아름다웠어 논현동 3층 고마웠어 이사 가자
Oh my Lord, B. before we even move on, can we give a round of applause for that first verse and that chorus sang by the homie V? I'm sure the other vocalists are going to come in as well. Jin, Jimin, and JK are definitely maybe going to get their share when it comes to this. But boy, oh boy, does this, and you know, it has that kind of soulful R&B feel to it. That's why it fits V so well. I mean, it is a beautiful sound, along with his amazing, fantastic voice. It's an amazing combination. You can't go wrong with it. Anything R&B and or soul or like jazz screams V. And I can't even lie, V. I'm sure the other boys will sing, and I can't wait to hear them. But man, oh man, does V fit the song? Holy crap! And I already know what we're talking about. We're moving on from the place that we grew up, right? The success has now reached a point where we can move on to something better, something bigger, right? Never forget where you came from. Always, always remember. And he even says, remember the smell, remember the scent. Always remember, because the moment that you lose and forget where you came from, you start to lose yourself. Remember this feeling. Remember what it was like to be here. Remember what it was like to get crowded into a room, because we all have to share the same bathroom, the same bedroom. We have to bunk with each other. Like, remember these moments. This is why we've made it to the level of success that we're at now, and why we will continue to grow because of where we started.
내 삶 참 작고도 길었지 많은 일들이 있고 많은 추억의 기억이 막 떠오르고 내 떠날 때가 되니까 사용해 흔적도 like 통장 내역 credit card 좁은 평수만큼 더 정신점도 있었고 fight right here 치고받기도 몇 번 그래서인지 운전 미운정 쌓이고 쌓여서 먼지 마냥 이제 치워지겠지 처음보다 짐도 늘고 처음보다 내 스스로 갇힌 것도 늘었어 이제 자부심을 딱 들고 더 큰 세상 큰 꿈을 나 바라보겠어 새 출발 새 시작 어떤 식으로 또 꿈일지 기대되는 시간 침 날라 위치 잡아 먼지 닦아 끝나고서는 수고해 짜장면 하나 That's right.
Oh my God, and Jen's about to come in. I gotta just say, again, J-Hope just expanding on what RM kind of just said. Boy, do I love the way his voice sounds with that more like laid back, like kind of like chill kind of vibe and stuff. Like something I don't get to hear very often from the homie. Again, this song is amazing, bro. They are fitting the part and playing the role. Holy crap. Fantastic, Jen. He's providing a different kind of vibe with his voice. Same song, but a different vibe.
나도 매달려 알아 내 자존심은 보증금 다 건 채 하루를 살아 그래서 다시 이사 가려고 해 아이돌에서 한 단계 위로 꿈을 잡히려 해 이번 이사에선 없는 날엔 언제일까 말을 지리면 좋겠다 이사 가자 처음 들었던 이곳과 난요 이사 가자 이제는 더 높은 곳으로 이제는 더 높은 곳으로 텅 빈 방에서 마지막 짐을 들고 나가려다가 잠시 돌아본다 울고 웃던 시간들아 이젠 안녕 Everyone's afraid of
Facts.
Old or new, you or all, that shit ain't important. What's important is that we still breathe and live in the same place. So let's move on.
Wow. That little saying at the end there, fantastic. First of all, I got to give the same credit to Jimin and JK as well. I'm not leaving nobody out. Trust me. The vibe that each one of our vocalists brought to the table was different from the other. Both sang, or all sang beautifully. Magnificent. Truly beautiful and wonderful, but a different vibe from each vocalist. Man, absolutely love that. Have to bring up something Yoongi said, bro, at the end here. When will I stop having to move again? That right there, man, that is something I've asked myself a lot of times. It's the level of success that I would love to get to, where I can finally, you know, buy my forever home and relax and not have to move on anymore, right? That's how you know you've made it. But until then, the grind don't stop. The hard work don't stop. And even when you get to this point, it still doesn't stop. It's just, you'll know when you've reached this point. And it's crazy to see him ask this at such an early age. This man could not even fathom the things that they had accomplished. At this point, he can see the potential. He knows the direction they're headed. But man, oh man, their younger selves would not believe the achievements that they've achieved to this day. The things, the impact that these 7 boys have had on the world, they could never have dreamed of. They have surpassed everything they thought they could do and more. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I love this. I used to ask myself the same question all the time. This one hit home for me. It's really hard to explain, but this hit home. I love this. Moving on, growing as a person, taking on that next step, being fearless, but being afraid at the same time, you know, just having the courage to move on, being better, getting better, improving yourself. Absolutely love this. And that quote and, you know, beautiful message that Arm had at the end. Bravo. Absolutely fantastic. We only have the outro. Love is not over. We've definitely slowed down the tempo, bro. Wow.
널 따라 흘러만 가는 것 같아 이 시간이 널 따라 흐려지는 것 같아 왜 멀어져가 왜 하지 않을 만큼 가서
They're the greatest.
Tell me why 멀어져가 why 네 눈에 더 이상
God damn. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh, Lord, bro. They're goddamn voices. Oh, you never get enough of it. Holy crap, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We got to go back. I'm so sorry. Their voices, man, it gets me excited. I get happy, man, to hear this. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, we had to go back on that. Good Lord.
흘러만 가는 것 같아 이 시간이 널 따라 흐려지는 것 같아 왜 멀어져가 왜 하지 않을 만큼 가서 Tell me why 멀어져가 why 네 눈에 더 이상 내가 보이지 않니 사랑이란 아프고 아픈 것 yeah 이별이란 아프고 더 아픈 것 같아 네가 없으면 나 안 될 것 같아 사랑해줘 사랑해줘 자신을
때마다 난 그게 죽기보다 더 싫었어 이 밤에 괜히 너와는 그친 것 같아 So I don't know you, you didn't know me 헤어짐의 원인은 꽤나 심플했지 내가 그 말을 말해 넌 안녕처럼 내 시작과 끝에
모든 게 멈췄지 훈이적 신호인들 Stop 할 말은 끝났지 눈물과 놓이는 That I'm not okay 이 부정을 반복해 내 맘을 읊을 수 있다면 낭독해 이건 바라기자 바람인 girl 끝없는 내 사랑이자 사람인 girl 사랑이란 아프고 아픈 것 yeah 이별이란 아프고 더 아픈 것 같아 네가 없으면 나 안 될 것 같아 사랑해줘 사랑해줘 다시 내 품으로 와 항상 내 앞에서는 웃지 사랑이 내게는 비극이라도 꼭 끝난 뒤에 울지 이별 너에게는 희극이라도 그래 영원한 건 하나 없지 죽을 것 같아도 사랑 없이 영원하게 girl over love is not over 이 끝이 없는 미련 속에서 날 꺼내줘 사랑이란 아프고 아픈 걸 이별이란 아프고 더 아픈 것 같아 네가 없으면 나 안 될 것 같아 사랑해줘 사랑해줘 다시 내 품으로 와줘 사랑이란 아프고 아픈 것 yeah 이별이란 아프고 더 아픈 것 같아 네가 없으면 나 안 될 것 같아 사랑해줘 사랑해줘 다시 내 품으로 와줘 over love is not over love is not over love is not over
Wow. What a way to end the album. Right? So by listening to this, I'm getting I'm a bit confused. I see this song two different ways. And the first way I kind of lean a little bit more towards. So the first way I kind of see how this song and what it means and how it makes me interpret and or feel is even though we've held on to this thing, we've tried to make it work. Now that we're breaking apart, love is not over means that even though this relationship is now coming to an end, now I can start to work on self-love, loving myself, improving my confidence and love within myself. That's the first way. The second way I kind of see it is, and again, I don't think this is it at all, is again, even though this isn't quite working, and I can feel us start to drift apart a little bit, know that you'll always have a special place in my heart, right? That the love will always be there, right? You were a big teacher for me, right? You taught me lots of things. You gave me experiences, right, that I will treasure and learn from forever during this transition and journey of mine from a younger kid to an older kid to a young man to, you know, growing up into a man and an older adult. You know, you were a big part of this journey for me, and you've taught me lots of things, and I value that and treasure that. Which then I guess goes into kind of the self-love thing, you know, taking these experiences and stuff like that to now work on myself. I don't know. I'm assuming it's more of the first one. It's the way this album has kind of gone and or now it's ending makes me think that we're now drifting away. Before I can even love others, I got to learn how to love myself first. And that's how I kind of feel with this song, but I'm not quite sure. You guys will definitely have to get me more insight. What do you think? Am I close? Am I not? Please leave your comments in the comment section down below. But that's going to go ahead and do it right there. Hour and 33 minutes. I got a lot to edit, so I don't know how this video ended and how long it will be, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Do me a big favor. It would really, really mean a lot if you guys would please smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, as all these things help out the channel moving forward. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a beautiful night wherever you are and however you may be watching. Don't worry, we will get into the music video reactions and dance practices and performances all regarding this album. Anything you want to see, please leave that link in the comment section down below. But that's all from me, folks. Hope you enjoyed. Love you all. And until next time, peace.